So my first idea of a God that I could get comfortable with was the Force through Star Wars. And something about the characters of Luke Skywalker and Yoda, Master Yoda, and all the metaphors that it taught, you know, when Luke's down in the cave and Darth Vader shows up, but he slays Darth Vader, but it's really himself, his own fears and his own anger that he's slaying. And he had to do that before he could face Darth Vader. So all of the ideas, all of those ideas, that they come from a collective myth. You know, they're part of our story. Whether they actually represent some form of our past together, I don't know. Some people say maybe that's the Orion Wars or whatever else. But this idea of the Force being this energy that animates all of us. That's what God is. It's this energy of love. Now, in the Star Wars, they did say, well, you can use the Force for the dark side, or you can use the Force for good. And certainly, I was taught by one of my teachers, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But that's in the human realm. That's when fear and greed can take over. So I do believe that there is an energy of love without opposite, and that is the primary force of creation on our planet. And when we give it the space to be what it is, things naturally begin to come into harmony. There's a lot of teaching elements in Star Trek as well that I enjoy. One way that I describe this world as an illusion, or Maya, is like the HoloDeck. We've all stepped into a HoloDeck. And this HoloDeck is programmed with thoughts from consciousness. A lot of fear thoughts. And so when we entertain fear thoughts, unhappy things come into our experience. And the Course in Miracles does teach that you're responsible for your thoughts. You're responsible for what you see. You're responsible for what you experience. So the way out of it is to take full responsibility and forgive. Forgive yourself for where you made a mistake. So we've only made really one mistake. If you want to call original sin, our original sin was the idea that we're separate from our source. And we're not. We just have an idea that we are separate. And because we think we're separate, we're afraid. So